Samsung has now moved the speaker down here towards the side edge on the bottom, so it actually amplifies the sound towards you if you're laying the phone flat on a tabletop rather than be muffled if you're laying it down on the back surface like this. And at the top, you saw a blue blinking LED notification light. So the device does come with a notification light as well as a 2.0 megapixel front-facing camera. On the back, you have a 13 megapixel camera that was introduced on the Galaxy S4 earlier this spring, along with a single LED flash. The camera can also record on certain variants, including the model here that I'm reviewing in the US for T-Mobile US, 4K video, which has added resolution power compared to the full 1080p HD videos. So with 4K resolution, you're gonna need a 4K display, 4K laptop, or 4K HD TV or UHD TV monitor to actually benefit from the added pixel resolution. So unless you have those to view the content captured, I would recommend sticking with a 1080p video recording just to maintain a decent amount of storage on the phone without going overboard. Like the Galaxy Note 2 and the Samsung Galaxy S4, you're going to see the TouchWiz user interface. And this year what's new is that by default, the main apps page, Samsung has consolidated all the pre-installed apps. So by default, you're only going to see one page of apps, and then you can go ahead and download additional apps from the Google Play Store. So here I have more apps, but essentially when you first power on the phone, you're just going to see this page of apps and nothing more, which is a nice change from earlier devices where Samsung has installed a lot of bloatware onto the device. In order to maintain a manageable amount of apps and still contain it in one page, Samsung has put most of the main apps into folders. So here you're going to have a Samsung folders with some of the main system apps. Watch On is on here, which is the app that controls the infrared blaster, and it's used as a graphical way of connecting and controlling your home TV. I'm not going to go ahead and set it up right now. And then there's a Google Apps where all the Google applications lay. A Galaxy Plus app. These are some of the enhanced applications that come pre-bundled for free on the Galaxy Note 3. So on certain versions, you're going to get 50 gigabytes of free cloud storage through Dropbox. You're going to get Bloomberg Plus for additional content, a sketchbook for Galaxy for artists who prefer to draw with a pen. And then T-Mobile, since this is a T-Mobile Carrier Edition, you're going to get a T-Mobile app with select content from that carrier as well. This year with the S Pen on the bottom, the nice part about the pen is that you can now activate the capacitive buttons on the bottom of the display with the pen. That was something that was missing on the Galaxy Note 2. So if you're drawing or writing on the screen, you're going to have to switch between your fingers to activate the capacitive buttons here on the bottom. Additionally, when you're removing the pen out of its silo, as you saw earlier, is that now there's a new command. So the Air command is a new option that comes on the Galaxy Note 3, and it has 5 new functions through this radio dial that you can access with your pen. So new are Action Memo, Scrapbooker, ScreenWrite, S-Finder, and Pen Window, which we're going to discuss in greater details in a separate video, so be sure to tune into that one. Also, once you open up the settings menu here, you're going to see that Samsung has included a number of the features that, these are motion or touchless features that were enabled on the Galaxy S4 earlier this year. Some of those features are genuinely useful, others are superfluous, and it just depends on what type of user you are if those features are useful or not useful to you. But you do have access to all of the features that are on the Galaxy S4, including some of the motion controls. So you can go ahead and, if you're on a long web page, just swipe your hand over the screen to go ahead and flip or scroll through the pages as well. There are air gestures, And the display will automatically stay lit or bright as it is right now if you're looking at it, because it's always sensing your face or your eyes looking at the screen with the front-facing camera. Additionally, there are other features, and Samsung also has an increased touch sensitivity setting. So like on the Galaxy S4, you can use the screen with gloves on, which is nice since this phone is launching in the fall time. So users in colder climate who would need gloves in the winter can use this phone with light or thinner gloves on. And like the Galaxy Note 2, one of the hallmarked features of this device is the multi-window view, which we can go ahead and activate. And this allows you to multitask. And this time, unlike with the Galaxy Note 2, one of the new features is that you can go ahead and launch 2 applications at the same time. So I have chat on the bottom, and now I can go ahead and launch a second chat on the top. So this way it gives you a lot more flexibility in the ability to multitask. So these are just some of the software features that are enabled on TouchWiz. And to compete with HTC's Blink feed, which aggregates news and social media content, Samsung had traditionally included a Flipboard application on the Galaxy Note series. But this year, if you go ahead and press on the home button from the main home screen, what you're going to see is that this year there's a new, this new application is called My Magazine, and it's essentially made by Flipboard. And it gives you just different cover stories, and it also gives you, I think I launched, here we go. So it gives you access to 4 different categories.